we wanted to ask this question: is thinking outside the box good thinking? And so we took ideas from about 25,000 kids that were getting ready to go to college. They wrote out these ideas in stories, in creativity tasks that they did, and in essays that they wrote. We developed a way to map these ideas, map the human ideas and the AI ideas in the same space, and using an approach called a clustering algorithm, a couple of clustering algorithms, what we basically wanted to ask is, how do these ideas cluster together, and which ideas are doing the most to expand the idea space? And the question we really wanted to get at is, which humans are thinking outside the box? Which humans are doing the most to expand idea space? So the way that we map the space allowed us to get at that. And that's how we got this picture that I showed you before. But specifically, what it let us do was separate the humans into two groups. The people who were not outside the box, whose ideas were not separate from the idea space that AI covers, and the people who were doing the most to separate humans from AI, the people who were thinking outside the box. And once we did that, because of the way we mapped the space, we could look at what those individual ideas were. And we could look at the people who came up with those ideas, right? And the question we had, if thinking outside the box is good thinking, it should predict good things for the people who think outside the box, right? And since these kids were all going to college, one of the things we were able to look at is, how did they do in college? And what we found, to our relief, was that, because it could have gone the other way, was that the people who were thinking outside the box ended up doing better in college. And so this was one indication that this is good thinking, but that wasn't the only thing we looked at. So we looked at their GPA in college, but we also looked at the ideas themselves. And the individual ideas that they generated were high quality and were more creative than the ideas generated by the people who were thinking more like AI. They also had higher cognitive ability in general. So we looked at this question in a few different ways, and every way we asked it, the answer was that, yes, thinking outside the box does seem to be good thinking, which was a relief and sort of worth a little bit of celebrating.